the lone wolf on semen retention. On this journey called semen retention, you are going to be alone 99.9% of the time. And that is not because you cannot make friends. That is not because you are not good with people. It's just simply for the fact that your direction in life, not a lot of people are moving that way. You are moving on to a different path in life, man. And for that reason, you are going to be required to be in isolation for some time. You know, you are going to be required to go places alone where people would never dream of going alone, man. You are going to be required to do things differently. You know, this journey, you are going to start seeing life differently. You start understanding the things and the motivations as to why you do them. The reason why you probably had a lot of friends back then was because you wanted to fit in. The reason why you had a lot of friends back then was because you didn't want to be alone, because you were scared that if you did not have friends, if you did not have support, you were never going to make it in this life, man. But on this journey, you start finding out that quite the opposite is true for you. You know, you are much more happier on this journey alone. If you travel alone, you get experiences that when you travel with people, people are going to hold you back from experiencing them out of their fears, out of their beliefs, man. But on this journey, man, once you start semen retention, you are going to start questioning everything that you hold as your truth, as what you believe. And for that reason, you are no longer going to be putting fears onto, you are no longer going to projecting fears onto things that should not be projected onto things that fear should not be projected onto, man. You're no longer going to be projecting it onto them, man. And so therefore, you're going to find yourself taking more risks, putting yourself in much more difficult situations. You know, fear is almost going to be deleted from your dictionary on this journey. The fear of approaching people, the fear of, look, on this journey, you can just walk up to anybody, man. You would not care if this person is the boss of a firm. You would not care if this person owns a company. You would not care if this person is Donald Trump, man. You are going to walk up to him and you are going to treat him like a normal human being. There's not going to be any form of worship of this person, man. And that is because you are going within. And once you start going within, you are going to come face to face with all your fears, man. And for that reason, nothing outside of you is going to be able to scare you, man, because at some point, you would have seen it all, man. Semen retention is going to make you face yourself. That's one thing about it, and that is why a lot of people are not doing it, man. It is the fact that once you start this journey, there is nowhere else to run. Because before, when you felt a little bit of stress, you go and release so you can distress. When people insulted you and you didn't feel good, you go and release to cope with life, man. You know, back then releasing was a coping mechanism for you to go through stress in life, man. But on this journey, since you are no longer releasing, what happens when you become stressed? What happens when things in your life are not going according to plan, man? You would have to face it head on and deal with it. There's no longer going to be a running away from your problems. There's no longer going to be a running away from yourself through sexual pleasure, man. So you are going to find yourself, man, on this journey being fearless most of the time, being courageous as a man should be. Bro to bro, you know, we both know that there are things that we are scared of that we shouldn't be necessarily scared of. Scared of approaching that beautiful girl. Bro, you should not be as scared of approaching no beautiful girl, man. How is she better than you? Why is she better than you? It's all society that has deluded us. And society actually knows what they are doing. Once they take away your power, then you're able to put these women on a pedestal, man. They take away your power by making nudity very easy for you. If you want to crush a society, if you want to crush the men in a society, if you want to crush the powers of a society, make nudity and pleasure something free. You know, people are going to be engaging in it, man, without even thinking about the consequences of it, man. So you are going to find out that the moment you start taking control over your lust, over your pleasure, over how you use your sexual energy, you're going to find out that your life changes, man. The dynamic of how you see yourself changes, and that so pretty girl you once used to view as pretty is no longer going to be as pretty to you, man. Not that she has lost her beauty, but you're no longer putting her on that pedestal because of her beauty, man. Now, because you have internal worth, because you feel good within, because you feel confident within, approaching her might scare you a little bit, but you're still going to do it, man. That is the difference between you and somebody who is not retaining, man. A guy who is not retaining is always going to be a prisoner of his fear. He's always going to be a prisoner of his beliefs, man. But you on this journey, man, you are going to be different. And people can tell, she can sense it, man. You know? So you are going to find yourself traversing paths that you've never thought about that you were going to go on before. Changing your house, leaving jobs, checking people who disrespect you, bro, what not and what not, man. And all that comes from your seed, bro. Your seed, it is powerful. It is very powerful, man. Do not play with your seed, guys. It is what makes you a man. It is your essence in this life. If without it, you are just an empty vessel waiting to be dead, or you're already dead, man. You know? So guys, if you want to remain fearless, if you want to conquer the things that you were once afraid of, if you want to get to that place you want to get to in this life as a man, you have to retain. You have to practice abstinence for some time in your life, man. It changes the dynamic of how you view yourself. It changes everything about you, man. Low self-confidence is going to be healed. Low self-esteem is going to be healed. Bro, what, man? Yeah? So guys, there's a lot of benefits to this journey, man. And if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my other videos, man. Do have a nice one. Ciao.